Hi, welcome back to Bloodborne. I mentioned in the last video that defeating Bloodstarved Beast opens up different paths that we can take. The first one is when you return to the dream, you can place a chalice. I'm not going to do that just yet, because for me, chalices are for blood gems. They don't really have much else that I need right now. And the enemies that drop the blood gems, specifically radial fire blood gems, to replace these physical ones that I have right now, they do so rarely, and you kind of have to farm them for it, which requires a good stock of bold hunter's marks and, you know, some time on your hands. I'm not going to bother with it until Bergenworth, when we can obtain the rune that increases item discovery. It'll make that a little bit easier, I think. In my opinion, weapon damage is secondary for an arcane build. It's just a way for you to clear out the trash mobs on the way to the boss. And then against the boss, it's better, in my opinion, to use other things like flame sprayer or molotovs like we used on the cleric beast. Or later on we'll have executioner's gloves and a call beyond to use. I think that focusing on spells for bosses is a lot more effective than just swinging your weapon. Although many bosses are weaker to elemental than physical, it's pretty much a push in terms of your damage output. Although physical builds can use Beast Blood Pellet, which tips the scale in their favor in terms of weapon damage. Which is why I believe using other things than your right-hand weapon in an arcane build is the way to get the most out of it. Because if you're just swinging your weapon, you might as well go quality. I don't see much reason to choose an arcane build if all you really want to do is swing a weapon. Arcane's strength is its ability to use all kinds of cool stuff. And that's just my opinion on the matter. The other thing we can do, besides opening the Thumaru chalice that we have right here, is to go back to Cathedral Ward, where a new door has opened up. And that gives us a back way into the rest of Cathedral Ward. You could also buy... I'll show you here. You could also buy this Hunter Chief emblem for 10,000 blood echoes. That opens the main gate, but by defeating Bloodstarved Beast, it gives us a back door, and so we don't actually have to buy that. I recommend buying that on subsequent playthroughs so you can skip Bloodstarved Beast on New Game Plus and so forth. And you don't even have to visit Old Yharnam at all. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Cathedral Ward, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So the main thing after BSB is that this door opens up, and that goes to the Healing Church Workshop. But there is a third option here. If we go out this way, past that guy, these creepy dudes show up after you beat Bloodstarved Beast. You've got big damn bags. Oops, don't kill me. I don't want to talk to you right now. And if they kill you, or if you die in their general vicinity, I'm not sure if they have to do the killing strike or not. But you go to a secret area, which is actually a preview of Yahar Ghul, called, I'm probably going to butcher this, I believe it's called Hypogean Jail. G-A-O-L. I think that's how it's pronounced. But there's a lot of twin bloodstone shards there, and just some some cool stuff to be found in terms of upgrade materials, and it also has a weapon, the Tonitrus. It's probably, I would say, my favorite bolt weapon. I don't have a lot of reason to use bolt weapons, but maybe that'll change in the DLC. It's very, very strong, especially end game if you get some nourishing blood gems for it, which increase both the physical and bolt attack. It's a split damage weapon. So anyway, that was the Formless Odin rune. Very useful. It'll come in handy as soon as we can equip runes. See, I'm not having any problems with my weapon damage right now, so that's why I'm not really worried about getting blood gems. So there's two ways here. You go up, you can get the Radiant Sword Hunter badge, which is what I'm going to grab. It unlocks a couple of items in the shop, including Ludwig's Holy Blade, which is a lot of people's favorite weapon for arcane builds. I'm not going to be using it, but it's there if you want to get it. It's very good. Very strong. But I think all of the weapons are good in an arcane build if you have decent gems. Ow. Rude. Lay down. Did I get communion? Or did I skip it? I did not get it. Okay. Kind of a shitty blood-tinged gem. If you're running a blood-tinged build, it goes nicely in your gun, I suppose. I don't do that. Yeah. Skipping chests. It's fine. Communion +1 blood vial. Not too shabby. Not as good as the Quicksilver bullet one I just got, but I don't think I'll have time to do a boss in this video. Oh, you want to play? Come on. Come on, buddy. Ow. No. Hi, friends. Get in here. Lord Almighty. Forget if there's anything around this side. Nope. Next level. There's a lore note here. It's one of my favorite quotes. The sky and the cosmos are one. Pretty cool. Okay. Now, this door will be back up here at some point. This leads to Upper Cathedral Ward, the key for which is found in Yahar Ghul, after defeating Ram the Vacuous Spider. Radiant Sword Hunter Badge! I don't remember all of what this unlocks in the shop, but I know it unlocks Ludwig's Holy Blade and the Tomb Prospector set. Oops. Tomb Prospector set is probably going to be the next one that I wear. And it's the one I'm going to wear against Ram because of the magic resistance that it, or the arcane resistance that it has. Good on you finding your way back up here. This way. Okay. Now this is the fun bit. So, either way you do it, you'll have to come through here twice. If you want the messenger top hat, which is, I believe, that item right there. There's another item down in the right corner. Can you see? I believe that's a Madman's Knowledge. But if you drop down that way, the only way you can go is to the very bottom. You'll miss the abandoned old workshop, which is this way. So either way, you'll have to come back through here to get those two items. I'm going to skip them right now. I'm going to go to the workshop instead. So walk out onto the planks like this and just walk straight off. The damage is a percentage of your health. So if you do it right, you won't die if you have a certain percentage of your health. A couple of cool things here I'm going to pick up. Get some insight for walking in here. There's a chest. The doll set. It's not very good, but it's cute. And sometimes fashion's important. Small hair ornament. We'll be giving that to the doll. Third umbilical cord, which is used to get the secret ending. An old hunter bone. I think this is our first real hunter tool. Yeah. So, this thing's cool. I mostly use it on physical builds, but if you PvP, you can use this. It's not particularly effective in PvE, but gives you this cool buff, right? And when you dodge, you disappear. You also dodge faster, and the recovery time is shorter. So I say PvP because it allows you to keep up more pressure on the enemy than they can keep up with. So if they're constantly backpedaling and dodging away from you, you can dodge faster than them towards them than they can dodge away from you. But as you can see, it's very short. So that clip cut off. What I was saying was that Old Hunter Bone, because of the short duration, is better to use at strategic moments than to try to keep it up all the time. So that's everything from this joint. Let's go back out the door here. There's nothing really over here, which makes me sad because there's a lot of unused space in this area. But you never know what the DLC might bring. I'll be happy if they put something else in here. And then from here it's a pretty easy drop down into the basement of the Healing Church workshop. be very quiet. Because this guy is not a joke. He's the opposite of a joke. And that's why we backstab him twice, because fighting him legit at this stage of the game, not a great idea. I'm gonna take the bone off there. Okay. So this is where we're gonna get our crescent gem, or fire gem, as well as a couple of items. Crow here. Sweaty clothes. Okay, stop. Be quiet on this corner, because aside from this dog, there's a body snatcher up here. Don't die to the dog. This guy. This fucking guy. Oh shit. Oh shit. This could be very bad. There's a mob that patrols down here as well. Okay. These guys have an exploitable AI pattern where when they take, I think it's a third of their HP and damage, they go into rage mode. But the animation for that's pretty long, so you can exploit it as I did and get a backstab while they're powering up, so to speak. And that's the mob that patrols, and why I thought it was going to get bad real quick. That is the elevator to go back up into Cathedral Ward. That's the back door I was talking about. Mob should be cool. Take that dog out. Okay. Okay, last thing. This guy. Brain sucker. There's something else. They'll grab you and deal a shit ton of damage to you during the grab animation and steal up to 2 insight. You can tap the shoulder buttons rapidly as they're grabbing you. And if you push them enough times, then you'll cut the animation short and only lose 1 insight, and you'll take half the damage. But you could also just skip all that bullshit anyway. Okay, and the body that he's gingerly straddling here, Fireblood Gemstone. For the most part, this is everybody's first elemental gem. But we can't use it until we get our weapon to +6. Like I said, you could get the radials from the first Thumaru Chalice. On layer 2, they drop up to 10.5%. On layer 1, they're like 7.3. Just the enemies that drop them are different. So on layer 2, you're already getting, you can get 2 gems that are better than the 1 that you drop here. But that requires you to go into the chalice, and like, I didn't have to beat a boss to get all this stuff that I got today. Alright, this is the back door. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for today. In the next video, we're going to go ahead and continue to Hemwick Charnolt Lane, get our +6 weapon, and we'll see how much the witch is like a fire saw cleaver. Bye-bye.